Hello, it's Kitti with declutterthebrain.com coming to you on a semi-cloudy day in picturesque Atlantic Canada, and I hope it's a pleasant day where you are. And don't forget, there are blue skies above the clouds. Even if you've got clouds, if you take a plane through those clouds, you will find blue sky. Assuming it's daytime, of course. Alright, so who am I? I am Kitti Andrews with declutterthebrain.com, and what do? I help, excuse me, coughed up. I work with coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs to organize their space and streamline their thoughts so that they can attract and serve premium clients. Now, I do have over 20 years experience in helping people to organize and get control of their surroundings. And through that, I have developed my step-by-step one system, which has helped me and my clients go from broke and overwhelmed to well off, organized, and focused. Yeah, and well off can be whatever you mean it to be. It doesn't have to be about money. And the funny thing about the one system is, it doesn't have to be just about your physical surroundings. I have been finding this out and applying this principle all this year with amazing health success. You know, when something gets under your craw, you get really annoyed about something and it starts to eat at you and eat at you. And speaking of eating, you don't feel like eating and you feel tired. Well, that's your mental energy being sucked up, right, by the thing that you were annoyed with. And if you practice the one system on it of, all right, well, I'm going to think about one thing at a time, and that isn't going to be it. I'll deal with it later. Oh wow, all of this extra mental energy comes to you. So that's a little tip, a little bonus tip for today. All right, so this week, actually for the last 3 weeks, we have been talking about backsliding. Now, backsliding happens to all of us, doesn't it? Backslide can be caused by a myriad of things, good or bad. Could be a job loss or a new job. Could be a divorce. Could be a marriage. Speaking of divorce, you must look at Declutter the Brain. We did a wonderful interview with a divorce coach yesterday, Mary Jo Rennert. I'll tell you more about Declutter the Brain Facebook group in a few minutes. I just had to get that out there. It was such a good interview. She's a real delight. And what, okay, so you're chugging along, and then something comes along like the job loss or the divorce or the marriage, and basically it upsets your apple cart. And maybe you've been decluttering, or you're on your way to a weight loss goal, and all of a sudden you look around and, oh, I cannot believe that I've just stopped, that my progress is completely to a halt and I've gained back some of that weight, or my clutter is everywhere, or what have you. So we have been addressing ways to combat that and get back on that success train, huh? So thank you. Welcome to week 3, where we are. The first week we talked about getting out of your head, making sure that you're not feeling badly about yourself, that you're okay, that you've made a decision to keep soldiering on, as it were. Last week we talked about speed and doing some speed decluttering of your surroundings so that you can think more clearly, and it just makes you feel better, so which gives you the momentum, which gives you the self-esteem, etc., to keep moving forward. This week we are talking about the oh, where do you get old? The actual ABCs of structure. Which, hello Michael, which structure is the glue that holds your life together. It really is. And so many times people say to me, I'm a free spirit. I don't go with structure. I do just fine the way I'm doing. Thank you very much. And I give them the kitty stare. Right, Michael? Right. Uh, or they'll say, my ADHD brain won't let me do that. Hello, thank you for joining. You may have caught me making a weird face there. Just trust me on that. Direct message Michael, and he'll explain it to you. All right, so you just decide either to start a new routine and get yourself structured, or resume the one that you had before. But here's a caveat, and we're going to explain more about this on Friday, is don't try to do it all at once. Even if you had an old tickety-boo routine, everything was great, I suggest, I submit that it's not a good idea to try to do the whole thing at once. Now, all of the steps like sleeping, eating, exercise, whatever it is, okay? Just implement one habit at a time for about 3 weeks, whether it's new or you're doing it again. Implement the one habit first for a week, 2, 3, and then move on to the next one. Slow and steady wins the race. Trust me on this. All right, so yesterday we talked about up and at 'em. Yeah. Now, here's a funny study. I don't talk about ADHD very much, although I and many of my clients are ADHD, but a study in Wales tells us that ADHDers have out of sync body clocks. And I found this very, very interesting because I am a firm believer in getting up at the same time every day, going to bed at roughly the same time every day, and maintaining that circadian rhythm. Even when I travel, I do that. I'll go, no matter what the time zone, or it's 1 a.m. in Nova Scotia, so what time is it here? It's 10 o'clock. Well, go to bed at 10 o'clock. All right, your body sees 10 o'clock on the little clock. Go to bed at 10 o'clock, duh, right? And if it works the other way, if I'm in England, which would be 4 hours ahead, I would do it in reverse. The more disrupted your body clock is, the tireder you get, for one thing. Your symptoms are just more severe. You just can't get it together as quickly as you can if you've maintained your natural body clock. Today, let's talk about eating, shall we? I love eating. Yeah, don't we? And don't we all? We don't do enough of it, as evidenced. I'm going to, excuse me, cough drop ran out. Going to take this cough drop because I proved yesterday that I can make it through a full interview or a full live like this, but not without a cough drop. So, pardon me, it's a Hall's cherry flavor, I think. It's purple. Okay, thank you. All right, so what you want to do is, for breakfast, please don't pass the corn pops. Get the crap out of your cupboard. What you want is something high in protein and healthy fats. What does this do? Well, in ADHDers, which is what this series was originally crafted for, is we don't get enough protein in our diet. We need more. So we need more protein, but I believe all of the population will benefit with a breakfast high in protein and healthy fats. What does that do? That helps produce dopamine, which ADHDers can't produce on our own. Hence, the depression-related things, all of that kind of stuff. But all of us need dopamine, and the protein promotes the production of that, you see. And that can be, preferably if you can do it within 30 minutes of waking up, then that's a good thing. Mine, it's about 45 minutes, and mine is about half a cup of peanuts while I'm doing my first writing of the day. And then I'll eat a little bit later. But I'm starving at 6 in the morning, and there's me munching peanuts and feeling quite happy and energized for the day. When I say high protein breakfast and I say don't eat cold cereal, really it doesn't, even oatmeal doesn't really have protein in it. You want something like, what do I have here? Peanut butter with or without the banana on toast. One of our clients, she used to eat that every single day because her husband did. And the days that she ate that, she was on fire. I'm here to tell you. Hey, Michael? Yeah. A hard-boiled egg. A friend of mine, she swears by a hard-boiled egg for breakfast. I would need 2 or 3. I eat a lot. I'm exceptionally thin, but I eat a lot. You could even eat your dinner leftovers. Why not? Hey, they're tasty, they're there, but just make sure that you have something that isn't sugary, that's going to send your glucose going, whee, and then, pew. All right, don't do it. Make sure that it's something that's reasonably healthy. Perhaps a protein bar. You could do a protein bar. I'm actually going, or a protein shake. I'm actually going to start making protein bars out of my protein shake powder, because I like eating. And the shake, well, you know, you have to wash it out after. I'm lazy. That's why I give you tips to make life easier. Hey? Yeah? Making life easier? That's a good thing? I think Michael would agree with that. I'll let you know about the protein bars, by the way. All right, so if you enjoy this video, if you think that it might help somebody out who could be suffering in the middle of a backslide, and they just need some, what do I do? What do I do? How do I, I need help from people. I seek advice from coaches and mentors. If you think this might help, just hit that share button. You don't know who's out there in Facebook land or LinkedIn land or whatever who could use a little bit of a pick-me-up. And we're here to help each other. Now, if you're curious to see the other videos that I've done on this or any other topic, why not go to Declutter the Brain on YouTube. Go to YouTube and type in Declutter the Brain, and everything is cataloged and organized so that you can find it at a moment's notice. All right? Yep. Okay, so a couple of questions for you. How much more do you think that you would accomplish if you weren't distracted by your clutter? Yeah. Answer me this. Do you just want your clutter gone and your mental clarity back? I want to be able to think. Yes? Sounds good? All right. Finally, are you an action taker who is committed to organizing your space and clearing your space and organizing your thoughts? Does that sound good? All right, and whatever reason you have for it, for entrepreneurs, it's so you can make and keep more money. Maybe you want better health, wealth, relationships, anything like that. Okay, we're going to give you 3 steps to take. 1, 2, 3. You ready? All right. First, get off the hamster wheel and join Declutter the Brain Facebook group that I was talking about earlier. The link is down below. We have Weekend Warrior mini challenges. We have Friday workshops. We have interviews with special guests. We have a lot of activity. Wouldn't you agree, Michael, in that group? We've got a lot going on. Yeah, so join that. Like I say, the link is down below. Step number 2, you ask. We just don't want the computer to go crashing down. Download your 7 easy steps to conquer your physical and mental clutter. It really is 7 easy steps. And while you're there, book your call with me, and I'll listen to hear what your clutter is actually costing you and give you a plan to give you right now results, and then we can discuss if we're a fit to work with each other. Either way, I guarantee you will not go away empty-handed. So remember, now that you have decided to eliminate your chaos and organize your mindset, click those links. Don't wait. Do it today. Life is too short. Bye for now. Thanks.